Hey girl, okay, you would not believe the little setup I have here. I have washi tape on top of my phone on a 3-tier basket to do this, so I hope it works. I cut my paper to 8.5 or to 8 by 8 because it just makes the perfect size envelope. You can make it a little bit bigger, but I like 8 by 8 because you can get 8 by 8 already cut in paper pads, and I also happen to just work for a designer, or worked for a designer that made their paper 8 by 8. So this works for me, but do whatever size works best for you. It's just always square paper. So if you cut it to 8 by 8, you line it up with 3 1/8 and punch it. And then you take your score, your bone folder, and score it down the first score line. So it's the biggest little guy there. Turn it, and you want to line up this score line with this left side notch. If you kind of put your finger here, you'll feel when it settles into that groove, and that's where you want it. It also happens to just line up with about 4 7/8, so you could just line it up there too. Punch and score, then you go back around and you're back at 3/8 again. Punch and score, turn it, back at 4 7/8 again, punch, score. So you got all your punches and scores done. Then you round the corners here at the top left. And you don't have to use this corner rounder on the board. I kind of feel like I might kill it after a while, so I've been just using my corner rounder, which is, I used this one, which has a 3/8 and an 1/8. So I use a 3/8 in because I feel like that's a size I like. But you could use any size. It doesn't have to, or you don't have to round them at all. So, but those are all rounded, so you can fold it up. And actually, screw that. I want the cute stripe outside. Fold, fold, fold. I usually use my bone folder. Okay. Then you just want to take your glue gun, run a line there, and run a line there. Press it down, make sure it's really good and sealed. And I used this stuff, this is ATG, so it's a lot stronger than a regular glue runner, but a regular glue runner will work too. And then if you have some washi tape or paper tape or something, you could always just wrap it around at the end and then address right over top of the washi tape. So it'll keep it nice and secure. If you want to, let's see if I could line this up again. If you decide that you want to make a box envelope, this is not working at all. You score this second line, so envelope score line B. You would use both the score lines on all of your scores all the way around the paper, and then you wind up with these 2 score lines that will end up making, like, it's about I don't know, a little over 1/4 inch thick. It'll make the same size envelope, but it'll make it a 1/4 inch thick box all the way around. So it's kind of cool. So like I use those to ship out. I'm shipping 9 wraps this week, so I'm hoping they all fit in this one thing, because that would be great. But anyway, so that's what that second line is for, if you were wondering, because I know I was wondering. Yeah, this is a really cool tool, so I'm glad you got it, and I hope that helps. Bye.